Hi guys. Uh, when I first went into the institutions, um, it was run by mostly ex um, soldiers or who'd been in the army. Everything was ran. You didn't walk anywhere. You certainly um, didn't backtrack. It was so like I know at the time, yeah, it was free to sell. We had to slop out in a bucket. Um, you were locked up 23 hours a day, 7 days a week for most of it, um, which made you very angry and very violent. I got into a lot of fights. I was in Bedford strip cell a few times, and it was just humiliating. Um, so, uh, I spent a long time in institutions, um, but I've turned my life around, and I help others achieve their goals and realise that they're not a piece of crap that they're believed to be. There's lots I'd like to change. Um, you know, Prison needs really it needs taken right back to the beginning again. Although I found it hard with that military, I remember Brodie Clark. I remember walking across the centre. Anyone who's been at prison, walking across the centre, which that would be where, because then he was the chief. You don't have a chief now, so the chief the chief would be the assistant governor now, but it was a chief, assistant governor, and governor. So Brodie Clark was the chief. And he'd be like that, walk, get back. I was just like 15-year-old YP in this big prison. Um, and he'd say, what the F and L do you think you're doing? What do you know? And I'd be like, sorry, sir. But I'd be getting embarrassed, yeah? And just say I come off the core, back to the centre, and I was going to the gym and someone laughed at me, I'd attack. Because I couldn't manage my temper. I couldn't manage it. And I'd been in for years, institutionalized. Um, I'd hate to go back to that life. I really would. It's soul destroying. Um, the second time I went to High Point, I kind of made a decision. I kind of sort of made a pact with God. I said, God, if you can help me and just guide me, I ain't coming back. I don't know what religion I am. I just believe that, I'm spiritual. I believe in the spiritual values of people. And spirituality is for those, so religion is for those who have a fear of going to hell. And spirituality is for those, I believe, for those who have been to hell. And people like me and you have been to hell and back. So, yeah, I still on a spiritual journey. I'd like to get to church tomorrow, but we'll see. I want to start making a living on this thing, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. And it's easy to say this, but I mean it. If I can make a little bit of money, I'd donate it to charity or buy something to give to charity. I definitely would. I've done it. I remember came down from Newcastle, and I was selling, if you all remember, the barber coats and the Ugg boots. It was winter. So I came down, I started fostering kids, which nobody else, no other people would have, would they? Would you, baby? Nobody would have them. So they came to me. I got a couple of broken noses, broken teeth. Anyway, so, and I was working, and I was at uni. So it didn't sit right with me. It didn't sit right with me, selling these stuff. So I went to the food bank, and there was a queue in the food bank. And I said to Mark, won't mention me, Mark Lees, brilliant guy. Me and him, we opened a rehab together. I helped him open a rehab. I just done the basics, showed him what the how it would be ran, how you run it. And he was the one who sort of like did all the money side of things. I'd like to do one here in Corby. So I went to the food bank and I said to Mark, I went, look, when you give them the food, ask them if they need clothes, yeah. So they all started coming to my boot. I mean, I had tons. What I'd done, like I'd brought all my stock down from Newcastle, and but I had enough money. I had enough money to look after the children things. So I'm giving these Barbour jackets away and Ugg away, and it was near Christmas, and see the faces. You know, their face. They thought there was an agenda. Like, what have I want out of it? I just wanted to see their smile. So Mark come over to me and said, like, with Christmas Day, we're doing a Christmas dinner for them, and I think it's £1. They just do that just to sort of like, you know, if they ain't got the £1, they still get in. Stick £1 in the box, and they get the big like Christmas dinner. Not just those in the shelter, but those who like are on low income. And seeing their faces was the biggest Christmas present I could ever have. See their faces and with the new Ugg on, and and had what was the trainers? They went to a very expensive like can you remember the trainers I had, babe? The Japanese one, Chinese one, so Y3 it was. Y3. If any of you know, I mean, they cost a lot of money, but these were like replicas. So I didn't sell them though. So those lads with Y3 trainers on, they were good ones, good make, and they had Stone Island jumpers on, and the girls had Barbour jackets and Ugg boots. They said to me, it was the best Christmas I've had. To hear that, I felt so good. You know, but I don't, you know, I've got plans for the future. I've got plans. As long as I stay off illicit substances, we'll get there. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to my stuff. But, you know, I just want to say thank you. And please like and subscribe. Because I want to do something. And if I can get a few bob out of this, I'll even show you what I do. I might even just say, for instance, I know someone who's a low income family, just say I can't think of anyone now. And I know their children need clothes. And it's expensive for kids. I will get them clothes, and I'll video it now and show you it. Like and subscribe, help me out, let's get going. Or like, go behind somebody. Go behind someone in the checkout, and when they've got the old woman's got a food gone through, put my card up and pay for it. Anyway, listen guys, I'm gonna go, yeah. Take care. Like and subscribe, please. Help me out. I'm gonna do a bit of work, yeah.